All right, November 3rd, 2023. It is a Friday, baby. We have jobs numbers that just came out this morning. The estimated payrolls for the month were supposed to be 180,000. Only 150,000 jobs were created, I guess you could say, or hired for. So that's a big hit. Oh, the economy doesn't look like it's growing now. Again, one data point, who knows? There was unemployment went up from, I think, 3.8 to 3.9%. So it's looking like Bidenomics might not be working so well. I'm a firm believer that they are going to have to print and print and print. In other words, keystroke, 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 digitize, digitize. As I said yesterday, we're looking at $1.5 to $1.6 trillion being created from October of this year, last month, through the end of the year, through March of next year. So half a year, 2 quarters, $1.6 trillion being created in addition to, I mean, just out of nothing, to fund God knows what. And I saw Biden says he's going to veto any aid package to Israel if it's just for Israel. If it's just earmarked just Israel aid, no, because he wants it bundled. You know, he wants Ukraine in there, Israel in there, some other pork in there. Can't have just a straight line vote on funding to Israel. Well, if you support them, why do you care? No, because politically it has to be tied to other stuff, so we can get other things into it. See, it's all BS. If they would just line item everything and say, hey, we're voting for this, up or down. Either for Israel funding or you're against Israel funding. That's simple. No, they got to confuse it, and so that way they can... So basically it's, hey, I believe in support for Israel. I don't believe in support for Ukraine. You know, I want money for the border. That's in the package. I don't really want to vote for it because I don't want to send money to Ukraine, but I'm going to vote for it because I need these other 2 things. So they force these Congress people, these Congress critters, to vote for a package they don't want to vote for, but they're like, okay, it's like the lesser of 2 evils, or at least we got something out of it. It's compromise. It's like, no! Quit compromising. Done compromising. Compromise yourself into $100 trillion in debt. That's what's coming next. But first we'll hit 50 trillion. Right now we're almost 34 trillion. Basically 35 trillion after March of next year. Guaranteed. 35 trillion. So another 15 trillion, you know, there's 50. And at that point, what's 50 to 100? It's just a double. That's where you're going. So line item everything, up or down vote, make it very transparent so that we know what's being voted on. We know where people stand, rather than all this bundling BS. Garbage. So hopefully this Speaker of the House does that. It looks like that's the path he's on. Hopefully that's the case. Let's put it out there item by item. Hey, we're going to vote on Israel funding. Okay, yes or no. We're going to vote on Ukraine funding. Hey, yes or no. Hey, we're going to vote on money for the wall, finish the wall. Okay, vote yes or no. Instead of bundling it all together and making people make bad decisions in order to get all of it passed when not everybody wants all of it passed. Anyway, that's the game they play. All right, the biggest news. Sam Bankman-Fried. Yes, I know everybody says freed, but I say, because he's not freed, he's in jail, probably for 100 years. Sam Bankman-Fried is guilty on all counts. This is the guy that ran the FTX exchange, supposedly ran the FTX exchange. He was the hair in front of the public, the face, the head in front of the public. The face man, the fall guy, the patsy, basically is how I see it. So he's convicted on all counts of whatever fraud, you know, whatever it is. We'll see what happens as far as his sentencing. But again, do you think that this guy with his afro, big clown wig, you know, and his stupid little Nissan or whatever car it is that he drives around, you know, oh, look, I'm very, you know, for the environment, this and that whole sham. All the money that went to all these politicians that, you know, most of them haven't given back. All the scamming that went on. Do you think this guy was responsible for it? This guy was the mastermind behind it? I mean, give me a break. Absolutely. You know what I thought about it? I shouldn't have said afro. I mean, that's really not what I'm looking at. His big wig, I'm thinking of the big clown wigs is what I'm thinking of. You know, because think of it, I mean, you know, I get it. You know, afro was a style, African-American back, you know, like to puff it out. So, I don't want to... Choice of language, I guess. No, it looks like his big clown wig that he's got on that you wear for Halloween. And it just looks so unnatural on him. If he were from Africa, the afro would look good. But whatever. Go look at him. He's guilty on all counts. But Caroline, his girlfriend, her father, look where he comes from, chumming with Gary Gensler, and the mother, where she's a big teacher, What the heck is going on here, man? That is putting out some smoke. We had a fire in a corn truck the other day and had like 7 emergency utility vehicles show up. The truck caught on fire and wasn't on fire. It's like an electrical, something overheated. It was smoking, sitting up here. So I saw that and I'm like, man, is that thing smoking too? Hauling grain. Anyway, side notes. Do you really think that this guy pulled it off, Sam Bankman-Fried? Caroline Ellison, that's the name. And then go look at her dad, Ellison, the ties with Gary Gensler. And the mother, I don't know, she's like Stanford or something, some professor, whatever it is. But she's the one, she's like, oh, I want to get immunity by testifying against, my former boyfriend, Sam Bankman-Fried. And apparently she's not going to get no crimes, no prison time. She was the head of Alameda Research. That was part of the whole deal where FTX, the exchange, would take your money, not buy your Bitcoin and Litecoin. They didn't hold any of it. And then they took the money and rigged the price of all these other coins, created as many as they wanted on the digital screen. It's like, hey, there's 1 billion Solana. And so they create 3 billion Solana, and trade it. So they can set the price that way. But they never were trading anything. They're just trading it on the books, on the little screen that you log into. It was never transferring on the blockchain. No, they took all the money and boom. Then maybe they put it in this Alameda thing, a side note, hedge fund, whatever they want to call it. I don't even know what it was called. But somebody's laundering money. Somebody's skimming money. Do you think these two people are that sophisticated? Look at them. Do you really think they're that sophisticated to pull this off? Multiple billions of dollars? All these contracts with these big players, Tom Brady, and all the advertising. I mean, this guy, no way. This is a front company. This is put out there to fleece people. It was put out there to manipulate the price of cryptocurrency, to get rich off of cryptocurrency. Just, it's not the crypto, it's the scam. Anywhere there's money, people are going to scam it. And this is just one more time that somebody comes in and scams people out of their money. Oh, here, put it in here. It'll be safe. And then one guy takes the fall for all this? Yeah, that's an Oswald deal. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not buying it. You got to look at the people behind it, the people with the brains, the people that are connected. Look at the families, look at the parents, look at their connections, and then you start thinking, okay. I mean, this guy was meeting in the White House. I don't know how many meetings he had in the White House. He was meeting with the SEC. They knew what he was doing. He's giving a lot of money to a lot of the politicians, too. Giving money to Ukraine. I mean, come on. This whole big washing machine's all this is. What do you do? Laundry in a washing machine. So I'm not buying any of it. But it'll go away, just like Bernie Madoff. The bank that was holding Bernie Madoff's account surely knew that what was going on. But did they get in trouble for anything? I think it was J.P. Morgan. Did they get in trouble for anything? No. Don't talk about that. It was Bernie Madoff's fault. People knew what was happening and they're profiting from it, and they let it happen. The SEC didn't stop anything. They didn't protect you from anything. And you think that they're going to protect you from the crypto market? I mean, it doesn't matter. This is just an exchange. This was another casino that they allowed to operate with no rules, and they fleeced everybody. It could have been any form of money. It just happened to be crypto in this case. And then you had a lot of other exchanges last year going down. It was like last year at this time, BlockFi, Celsius, they were all falling apart. Rabbit. And, a lot of people lost a lot of money. Lost their crypto. Lost the cash that they put into it. Well, somebody has the crypto. Or maybe the crypto never got bought. Or maybe it did get bought and was transferred to wallets that, who holds them? Somebody's holding it. Somebody used that money. See, there's only so much crypto to go around. So they're going to create all these little front companies and all these schemes to get you to take the crypto that you've purchased, that you might have in your possession, and put it in their possession, or buy it through them and then never take possession. So in other words, it's like buying a silver derivative or a silver ETF, thinking that you're going to get delivery of that silver at some point. Oh, they're warehousing it somewhere. Yeah, I've got a ticket that shows I've got this many ounces of silver. Then you go to collect it and they're like, well, we'll pay you in cash, because they can create unlimited amounts of cash. They can't create unlimited amounts of silver. That game's been played. Same thing with crypto. You can't create unlimited amounts of Bitcoin or Litecoin or DigiByte for that matter. You just can't do it. There's a fixed supply. It's in the code. It is what it is. And there's no changing the rules. These are the rules of the game. It's like playing football. It's like you take the receiver down, don't give him a chance to catch the ball. It's pass interference. Those are the rules. I mean, they're defined clearly. The interpretation of the rules might be a little sketchy sometimes, but those are the rules. Get a first down, you got to go 10 yards. You got 4 tries. Those are the rules. And so everybody plays by the rules. With crypto, you can't change the rules. The code, it's running on the computer, and the computer doesn't care. It's like execute code, execute code, execute code, execute code. And it does what it does. So there are 84 million Litecoin. That's it. 21 billion DigiByte, 21 million Bitcoin. It is what it is. That's how it is. It's defined. And so when you have it, you have a piece of that pie. And you know how many pieces are out there. But they play the game of, here, buy a slice of pie over here out of our little bakery. And, yeah, just leave the pie in the glass case. Yeah, it's your pie. Still your pie. Just leave it in the glass case. Well, I'd like to have it's fine. It's safe. Don't worry about it. It's here when you need it. You don't need it right now. You don't need it right now. Look at you. You're overweight. You don't need it. Put the fork down. So, see, look, everybody. Look. And so you go in there and you bring everybody in. Look, I got my pie in here. Look, there's my pie. There's my piece of pie right there behind the glass. Well, I kind of like to eat that pie. I'd like to have that pie. I'd like to be able to take that pie home with me. Well, you really don't want to do that. You know, so the same piece of pie, everybody's coming in and buying. It's my piece of pie. No, it's mine. No, it's mine. What? Wait a minute. Let me take possession of my piece. Well, let me take possession. Well, okay, now we're turn the lights off. And that's what happens. Got to take possession of these assets. Having someone else hold these assets is this is what happens. You lose it. You lose your stuff. They say in crypto, it's not your keys, not your crypto. You don't have access to that private key is the only thing that can unlock that crypto on the blockchain and move it anywhere. And that's 12-word seed phrases, you write down when you open a wallet, 12, 18 words, whatever, 24. That's your private key, not your crypto. If you don't have possession of that key, then you don't have your crypto. If you lose it, it's gone. You give it to somebody else, they can move it. They can take the crypto, do something else with it. Give it to FTX. Gone. It's too good to be true. It is. Celsius, I want to pay 10% yields on crypto. No, Bitcoin, we're going to give you 6-7% interest on, just let us hold it. That sounds a little fishy. It all works. The math works until it doesn't. Everything's fine until it doesn't work. Until it isn't. Get your assets in your possession. You may have less than a year before this thing goes to ape crap because of all the things that are coming, everything that's happening. I mean, we may be in an accelerated crypto cycle to where it doesn't take 4 years to get to that next peak. Our last big peak was May of 2021. Some will argue that, it kind of bounced down and, we had Bitcoin topped out and at the end of 2021. But no, the energy of all the coins, all the market happened in May of 2021. What if the 4-year cycle is not the 4-year cycle? Now, it is the 4-year cycle, but it's 4-year-ish. Because if you look at the prior highs in Bitcoin, Litecoin, the first one back in 2013 to 2017, 18, 49 months. So a little over 4 years, 1 month over from top to top. But then you get from 2000, really roughly January 2018, when they peaked, to May of 2021, it's like 40 months. So, it's like, wait a minute. That's like a year and a half, roughly. Less than a year, or 3.5 years. Less than 3.5 years. What if the next cycle is only 36 months? So you go from May 2021 to May 2024, and that's it. Boom. I don't know. Or maybe it goes 48 months and goes back to 49 months, and then it puts us, in 2025. It doesn't matter. Within the next 2 years, between now and the end of 2025, you will see cryptocurrency and all that energy pour into it again, and you're going to see these numbers and be like, wow, and the retail's going to be, oh, I need to get into this. Bitcoin, 100,000. Oh, I need to get some. That's going to happen. Now, are you going to be sitting on the sidelines and letting someone else hold your crypto for you in some exchange? I'll leave it on Coinbase. It's an exchange. They could go bankrupt. Publicly traded company. They could go under. Oh, you lost your stuff. Sorry. Get it in your own possession. If you get it, buy it off PayPal, take it off. You can buy it. Buy it on Coinbase, take it off. Learn how to have a wallet in your own possession. Learn how to keep it safe. It's a necessity if you're taking control of your money. Otherwise, you're giving control over to somebody else, and you see how that works out. Sam Bankman-Fried. You get fried. All right, just be prepared. The time is coming when you're going to have to figure things out. If you haven't figured them out yet. Otherwise, you're going to be locked in a system because they'll give you the rules and say, oh, okay, yeah, you can buy your crypto, but yeah, it's going to be like a 401, or I should say an IRA or something, or a retirement fund. Yeah, you can take it out, but it's going to cost you 40% hit. What? Because we make the rules. It's our casino. You put it in here. You got it in here, so we're not going to let you take it out until we deem it's right. Yeah, based on whatever arbitrary thing that we make up. Now's the time to get the crypto. It's on sale. Yeah, could it go lower? It's going to go a lot higher after it goes lower. And the time frame's 2 years or less. Could be 1 year. Could be 6 months. So, get it into your possession. Take it off the exchange. Get it into your own wallet. Don't put yourself in a situation to where, oh, I can't buy it now, or I can buy it and I can't take it off the exchange for 6 months, a month, whatever time frame. That happens. Well, come back next week. Bring me the broomstick of the Wicked Witch, at least. Or west, whichever it is. Just bring me a broomstick so I can shove it right where the sun doesn't shine, because that's what we're going to do. All right. I love you all. I do. And I just want you to look out for yourselves, to protect yourselves, and know that, this whole system is a fraud, and it is going to take everything it can from you. It is a vampire casino. FTX, vampire casino. Walked into that one, sucked all your energy out. BlockFi, Celsius, what was it, Voyager, all of them. Scams. Took all your stuff. Now what do you have? If you had it in your own possession, at least you have it. All right, today is Friday, happy hour, 4 p.m. Central Time on the lovely Litecoin Lisa's YouTube channel. It's also simulcast here, but the live chat, you want to be on her channel. The link is below. Lovely Litecoin Lisa, YouTube. Go subscribe, put the notification bell on. That way you'll be notified when we go live, and you can hop in the chat, make comments, ask questions, whatever. We like to interact with everybody. That's what we want to do. That's why we do the happy hour. We're all sitting around at the bar, just talking about whatever. I'm having a cigar today. I don't know, it's kind of had vodka and pineapple juice last week. I don't know. We'll see what kind of mood I'm in. I'll have some kind of spirit to go with my cigar. All right. Hope to see you on happy hour at 4 p.m. Central Time, Litecoin Lisa's channel. And hope you have a wonderful Friday. Take possession of your wealth. Trust yourselves. Don't trust the vampire casino. It's out to vampire because vampires are going to vampire. All right. Have a great Friday.